Okay, welcome back to LinkedIn Profit Strategies. And in this video, we're going to talk about joining groups. Now, it's not just about joining a group in order to find someone to sell to. There are two steps. It's really finding a group and finding the right people in the group. So let's talk through some of these principles here. You want to join the groups, and this is very important. And this is one of the mistakes that most LinkedIn marketers make when they first get started. You don't want to join the groups in your niche. You want to join the groups in your prospect's niche. That's very important. So, for instance, if your prospect is a chiropractor, well, you don't want to join all the groups in the marketer category. You want to join groups in the chiropractor category, because that is where your prospect will be and others like them. So let's take a look to see how we would do that in LinkedIn. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pull up a profile here, and you're going to notice something. On the right hand side, you're going to notice that there are marketer groups on startups, lead life, real estate. Now, unless that is where your prospect is, you don't want to join that group. You want to join the groups that will give you the maximum number of prospects, and you can search for them here. If we were going to look for a chiropractor group, okay, we can look in this group for chiropractors, networking for chiropractors, women chiropractors, okay, and we can continue to find groups that would be comparable to those that we're looking for. And that is really what we want. We want to be able to find groups wherever our marketing prospects are going to be. And you can start by using the search feature in order to find them. Now, when you do this, you don't want to join just one. You want to join as many as you possibly can. Now, you can join a maximum of 50 groups. And this is pretty important because not any one group, or there's not going to ever be any one group to give you all of the prospects that you can possibly handle. You need to join as many groups in your target market as you can. Now, when you are inside of the group, you don't want to get the employees, right? So if somebody is employed with a company, you don't want to connect with them, mainly because then that's when LinkedIn's algorithm will start to show you more employees. You want to always look for owners to connect with. So when you are inside of the group, you'll see that you can invite various people. And I'm going to show you that here in a minute. And you want to always invite business owners and not employees. Okay, here I am inside of a group of other internet marketers. And you can see a couple of things here. You can see that inside of this group, there are people who are of various backgrounds, but once again, as you go through, you should be looking for the people who would be able to buy your service. An employee will not be able to do that. Now, here's someone who is a director at Amazon in Shanghai. Might be an interesting person to talk to, but probably won't be able to make a decision that we would be able to sell to him. Okay? Okay, here's a co-founder. We definitely want them. Maybe a CEO. You want to make sure that you connect with people that are going to be decision makers. Here's an independent advisor. Probably not the person that we necessarily want to talk to. And as you go through the list, you're going to see various people. Here's a candidate for city council, maybe not. So again, as you go through the list of people inside of the group, make sure that you're looking for people who can actually buy from you. Okay, and typically that's going to be an owner, a CEO, or some person in a decision-making capacity. Now, the next thing that you want to do is you want to start sending invitations to the people that are going to be the most promising to connect to. Now, when you send an invitation, don't sell, right? You're not going to sell them anything. As a matter of fact, you want to look for something that you can do for them, or you want to look to either have them do something in their own best interest, but for the initial contact, don't sell in that contact. You want to make sure that you get them to connect with you, and once they're connected with you, then you can send a message in order to sell. Okay, now let's see what we mean by that. Okay, one of the advantages, as you can see that the group gives us again, is that when we hover over this, we can either invite to connect the people, or we can send a message. Both are going to be very important. And so as we start to find the individuals that will make the difference for us in terms of our marketing, then we will then either decide to send a message, but we want to try to connect with them first, right? Because we want them to, we want them to feel comfortable with us. We want them to feel comfortable with us enough to connect with us, and we can send a message after that. So our initial contact will come from going through our list, finding the people who are most promising, and then inviting them to connect. See, we just click that button there, invite to connect, invite to connect. Right, so in every case, you're looking for people that you're going to be comfortable with, they're going to be comfortable with you, that you know they're going to be able to buy, and then you connect with them first. Okay, the last thing that we want to talk about with respect to the groups is that you want to make sure that the group is active. You don't want to waste any of your 50 groups if there's not going to be any activity and no one's going to ever be a good candidate for you to talk to or to listen to. You want to leave that group and then find a group that's active. Remember, we're looking for groups in the prospects niche, and as a result, if there's no particular activity, find a group that's active. Now, once again, what I want to do is I want to take a look at Venkata's profile so that you can see what we mean in context. Now with Venkata, what we want to do is scroll down to the bottom here so we can take a look to see what groups he's a part of. And what I want you to notice is that he is a part of those groups that can give him business. Now obviously, a number of you may be involved in the internet marketing niche, which is fine. Your prospects are going to be in these groups. And you will want to be very close to what they're saying and how they're saying it, mainly so that you can understand well enough so that you can offer them what they really want, but also so that you will have a sense for, how they communicate and what the niche is actually doing. Okay, so in your groups, you can see that Venkata is very focused in his groups. He's only part of 13, not part of all 50, but these are all groups that could be the kind of company that would hire him as an outsourcer, right? As an outsourcing company. And so you want to do the same thing inside of your niche. You want to join those groups that indicate your profession. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video.